This is a video that was suggested to me a handful of times back in the day, the early days of like 2019, but I never did it for some reason. I don't know why really, it's a perfectly reasonable thing to do. But now, I'm quite glad I didn't, because now I get to do it, and it gets to be a bit of a laugh, because I've not played these because we finished making them in summer 2018. I remember very clearly sitting on the miniature sofa in my grandparents' dining room doing a lot of work on these and eating an omelette a couple times. I don't know why that's such a core memory, but it is. And then I came back a couple of times just for the odd bug fix that I happened upon in the year and a bit after. So I think I've not played these for 6 years, I think. So it'll be interesting to see what chicanery happened, because I can remember some, but I'm sure there'll be some things that'll hit me and I'll be like, wow, I completely forgot about that. So this is a project. We'll start with the intro thing. And this first one was made entirely by creator of the masterpiece classic video Top 10 Pine Cones. It subsequently became a the game itself subsequently became a collaborative project between him and me, and then by the end it was mostly just me, and that's all about. But no, the most long-lasting thing out that has come from these Scratch games. This was the first time this photo was ever used for me. I may have pointed the wrong way, I apologise. He brought me into a DT room one lunchtime to show me this and one of the computers in there, and I said, why have you used that? And he said it was the only picture that I could find of you. And for some reason, thereafter, this just became the photo that I use for everything. It is a photo from March 2018, which has been edited in the app Face Photo Warp, I think it was called, actually. For some reason, I just subsequently used it as my photo for everything, and it looks like Jeremy Clarkson having been run over by a traction engine.
I don't know what his plan was for this custom mouse cursor, but it's in there and it follows you around.
So, let's get into this. That's a reference to... okay, context, yeah. This was loosely based on the weird running jokes and nicknames that we had for various people that I used as part of a metric ton of largely autobiographical scripts that I wrote just for fun over the course of the last bit of Year 7 and then all of Year 8 and then a little bit of Year 9. And everything here is a reference to some running joke, the Great Wall of Mr. Martini. You will notice as well, several things from this are still things that currently exist in my main channel banner art thing, because I guess this was still somewhat recent when I designed that in 2019, so they got put in there. But this is the origin point for a bunch of those things. There's no basis for most of the nicknames. They were just things that were assigned to people on a whim. Misshapen Bench, that was a running joke, and that's the intro. So now onto the game itself. Game of the Year 2018. Okay, here we go. This is the first part of the game itself, that was started subsequent to that. I added all of this initial polish later on, but it was not necessarily an easy task when I had taken over partial development from someone with a lot less undiagnosed suspected OCD. A lot of this really early stuff is stuff that I very much just thought, okay, this works, I'm just going to leave it and hope I never have to deal with it. I still don't know how defining blocks work. I've no idea what this and this and this do, but they work, so I just leave them and everything's fine. Skip intro and skip 2, this was for while I was working on stuff, so I wouldn't have to sit through the entire thing to get back to it. Let's go. So this is the mediocre Wall of Mr. Martini, which was a kind of a joke spin-off nickname from a joke spin-off nickname that was derived from, don't worry about it. I think he was considered a wall because you'd try and walk somewhere at lunch or break time or something, and he would insert himself in front of you with great enthusiasm. So at this point, we're apparently playing the role of Mr. Crispy. I think if I say no, he calls me a git. Yes. Great task list. Right, okay, is this arrows or... Okay, this is moving your mouse. As you can see, this is a very difficult game. You may think that this is just this easy because it's the first level, but you would be sorely mistaken. That was particularly easy, actually. Got any ideas? Do I? No. Cabbage stew, yes. The only involvement I had in this part was cleaning up some of the assets. Bovis Gardens, that's a reference to Bovis homes being very poorly built. There's too many running jokes here to explain. That sign behind me, that's an asset I replaced with a Vector one because the bitmap one was really crushed. And it's also a reference to a kind of spin-off nickname where a joke nickname was made off a pre-existing nickname. Is this Eric? Nope, this is moving your mouse again. I wonder if I can still remember at what point I began to partake in any of the development. I think we get to the. I think. Oh, I did that. So the wall of Mr. Martini has formulated a complex plan because he wants me to write a film based on him. That's essentially the plot here. This is his first henchman, Robert, I believe. Gonfeuching is a joke misspelling of fish, which I think. Oh, this is a throwback. Within the lore of the joke was fish with tinfoil and fudge or something? I can't really remember. It was also technically supposed to be spelled with a little umlauty squiggly thing over the U, but that's not actually a character that exists. Okay, Captain Birdseye on a car. That isn't even a run. I don't know why he's on a car. I think I did this bit. Not that it matters, but I just was interested to see if I could remember. Oh, there he is in his mobile form. I think this next bit is arrow keys. I'm not sure why I had it switched to night. I think it was an attempt to try and get something to work. Or I think I had to put a line across the middle of the background to make some part of this work. I don't know if that was even necessary in the end, but it was while I was trying to figure something out. Ah! Oh no, it's not arrow keys. So then I've got to deploy cabbage stew. Yes, it leaves a little trail behind. I think I'd just learned how to use the pen feature, and I was like, heck yeah, let's use that. So then you put a bit of cabbage stew, yes, and then he hits the cabbage stew, and it takes points off him. I think it was dashed to try and prevent this from happening, where he just kind of hits the same bit every single, tick, but, makes it easy for me to not lose. Oh yeah, I forgot there was random political promotional posters in here. There was no specific political intent behind any of these, apart from the UKIP ones. The UKIP ones were definitely used intentionally. The funny thing is, actually, the person who the wall of Mr. Martini was inspired by, it actually is, a member of the Labour Party now or something, which is just a funny bit of accidental, completely coincidental foreshadowing for real life there. I'm not sure what the point of this was. I think we may have bugged out a little bit here. I'm not sure. I think I misunderstood. I think he originally set up cabbage stew as an element of this, because I'm not sure what his original plan was. The point was that it was supposed to be Wall's favourite food. I don't know why I used it as a weapon. You'll quickly learn that nothing makes sense here, so it's fine. Are there any jokes in here? I don't think so. I think I just got a map. I assume I'm supposed to not hit the grass. Okay, it sends you back to the start. It's not that bad. Okay, we're back at school. None of these assets are actual. They're all just stock scratch assets, by the way. Apart from the character stuff. Oh, this one's really janky. This is you've got to just keep firing these Nigel Farage cannonballs in Robert's general direction while he casts some kind of electronic magic at you. Great stuff. I think this part was me. Oh no, I'm losing. I need to get a wriggle on. Yeah, I can. Okay, there's an exploit here. I can hide down here, and I won't get hit by his laser beams. And I can also, actually, if it's the cannonball touching him that causes him to lose health, I can probably get more health off him by firing up his leg. Oh no, I hit him. I got a penalty there. There we go. Yes. Yeah. I don't know what this binary translates to, but it wasn't me who did it. It's possible it's just nothing. He's going to say diabolical acting. It's not. I resisted the urge to make the Spanish Inquisition reference. I forgot about the cheesy puff chase. I saw it in the development menu before, but even then I forgot that it was... what the... Oh, arrow keys, okay. This was inspired by using Scratch in year 6. Someone made a game called Cheese Puff Chase, and so I thought, yeah, sure, why not? Because for some reason there's this poorly lit, poorly cut out PNG of a bowl of cheese puffs as a default Scratch asset. Okay, I was quite pleased with it. This is just, all of these levels are just me trying new things. I was quite pleased with this. Randomising the, how do I shoot? Oh, okay, I can still shoot that cannon from before. This is just a bunch of building PNGs that random intervals spawn on the right and move across to the left, if that's not obvious. I wonder if that would work, and then just try it. And thus, the bizarre antics of this game were born. I don't know why we have to get to... Yeah, of course there's food fight references in this. That's a throwback. Oh, Christopher Lloyd. Wonderfully cut out. Arrow keys, okay. I mean, Mr. Clipboard's got so much power. A lot of these arrow key games, you can just kind of go in a circle and this happens. I'm glad there's spam in the background, because that's an unedited screenshot from Food Fight, of course, but is also a reference to another running nickname. I have such a weird kind of... Like, 2018, in the first half of 2018 in a lot of ways was incredibly terrible, but I have a weird rose-tinted nostalgia kind of look on certain elements of it, like making this stupid thing. It was great. End up staying up until like 1 AM just being like, yeah, I'll just keep going. I'm having a blast making this absolutely stupid thing. No! What, that's... Oh, you're kidding me. One hit and I'm... Okay, it just takes you back, thank goodness. Some parts of this game have... It's weirdly difficult. I remember it was a lot of work to program where it resets you to a specific point slightly earlier without screwing something up. So I'm glad this one has one of those, because some places just don't have that. But to be fair, if you die in one hit from this, I can see why. I probably put it in when I was playtesting it after I kept dying, which is also why I put in those skip options. No! Oh, that was close. Okay, this is slightly more difficult than I gave myself credit for. Sorry, there's a mouse in the middle of the screen. I daren't move it. I don't know why we're playing as the Guess I'll Die man. Is he in my YouTube banner, or was he at the end that I covered up with the logo, which is just a stock Final Cut text intro, which I feel like I can never change along with all of my other branding, because rebrands are never good. Like, you know, there's no point changing it because it will never be as good. So I just don't bother. I can't complain about companies ditching Frutiger Aero and all that stuff and then just start doing my own stupid, like, poorly received rebrand. I don't know why I'm talking like I'm a legitimate brand. To be fair, I do get great enjoyment out of just all of the stupid stuff that I do, having, like, weirdly well thought out brand synergy, like all of the video thumbnails having the logo in the corner and the link tree being so well organised. It brings me a bit of mild amusement when all of the stuff itself is just stupid stuff like this. The wall's coming back home. At this point I started adding new expressions to the wall, and it's going to really take me off guard when we hit the one that's actually in my YouTube banner, because I don't know where it is in this. It could be anywhere. Okay, that's the end of part 1, which is such because Scratch has a project size limit. I'm not sure what it is, but it's like... Well, I suppose how big are these? 28, 24, 28. I'm going to guess it's 30 megabytes. I don't know if the clapping's even necessary, because I've got the video's in the video. Okay, part 2. This aeroplane with the cabbage blasters is just a fun little menu game, I suppose. Okay, press 2 to start. Let's go. Oh, I forgot about this, like, meta cutscene where it's that Peter Griffin Garfield edit. There's a reference to a random, like, cartoon up there. I didn't put it there. I don't know. Oh, I forgot there was a shoe-based plotline here. I know nothing about trainers, so I played no part in this. But I think you've got to play as the Infinity Gauntlet and fire up at this shoe. I don't know what caused this. I assume something Kanye West. I don't know. I like how this laser beam is basically like a middle finger. Oh, that transparent explode. Oh, it's him. It's the Wheel of Fortune guy. Where he looks like he's saying, well, you lost, but never mind.
The recording for this bit went a bit weird, but around this time I was playing Heyday again for a bit of a nostalgia kick from 2013, and one of the ads that I got on there was for a Wheel of Fortune game, and the first picture that came up at the end of the video ad to sell it on you was this, and I instantly just thought, that's not like a, come on, play this game, it's so much fun face. That's a, you lost, but never mind face. Why are you using that picture to try and entice people in? You want enthusiasm and like, yeah, you are gonna win.
I don't know, it's just actual Mr. Clipboard quotes for the fittest learners. I still think that whenever I hear the phrase survival of the fittest. Okay, so we're out in the woods. Robert's back. I didn't do much of this part. I can't really remember. You can tell I didn't do this because Roberts doesn't have an apostrophe, and I would not have let that slide if I was doing this. Okay, are we doing this? Oh, I remember this. No, I had to excessively debug this because this was a nightmare. Oh, you've got to get in a gap, and then I'm lagging. Come on, can I keep going? Okay. Okay, he's looking a bit sleep deprived. Yeezy City is not even a running joke from the real world. That only became a joke because it was in this. I don't know where that came from. I was still slacking a bit on meme culture at this point. I don't really know. Okay, alright, it's the same thing again. Oh, he's got more health though. Oh no, he's going to impulse at me. No! Ah! Alright. Bowie's Holmes joke. Hey, call back to the shopping list. Yes, I knew that was going somewhere. I don't think disinfecting the earth with Dettol was my idea, but I definitely did this. I remember specifically. There is footage, in fact, of me working on this at 12 in the morning one night. Oh, Captain Obvious. What a guy. That's me realising you could put GIFs in and then use next... I can't remember what they're called, but each sprite can have different appearances, and you can just do like next appearance to cycle through a GIF. Okay, so as you can see, the Earth is surrounded in a kind of red tint, and I'm here to to disinfect it from the moon. Here he is, Peter Griffield. I've just remembered. I think something. Okay, it's after. Oh no, well, lagging like nobody's business. What the heck? I'll just hang here. Oh no, you can't just hang here. Oh, this is a bit more tricky. This you've got to. Oh, yes. Oh, they're coming at me. Like nobody's been. I don't know how much health I've got. Okay, alright, I survived. Some way, somehow I survived. Oh, okay, I see, that's part of it. Strawberry is an Aubrey joke. Aubrey the strawberry. I don't know why. I don't know why he's a communist. Why not? It's Phil Swift! I thought it was going to be Mr. Clipboard again. I remembered there being some kind of twist. I remember just at the start of this Space Invaders bit, but I forgot that it was Phil Swift. Oh, why am I lagging so much? My recording is clearly absolutely tanking the frame rate. The code works beautifully. It was perfectly optimised. Thank you very much. Oh, get me to the edge. Maybe I can just camp out at the edge of the screen. Why am I going that way? I'm pressing the left arrow. Why am I... Oh, okay, that was good. Completely by accident. Okay, it's just playing itself. There's so much lag that it's catching up on previous... I'm doing nothing. No! Phil got me! Ah, this is one that doesn't have a... Yeah. That is supposed to be relatively easy when you're not lagging for some reason. There's no save checkpoint there. But fortunately, I think you can skip. Yeah, skip to the moon. That loading isn't just for show. There genuinely was some reason where it was like, if I don't add in a bit of a delay, something doesn't work properly, and it's easier to just put in a loading for a second than it is to try and figure out what that is. I'm just going to have to sit through this again. I've got some sausage casserole. It's entirely too much mashed potato, but I can at least have a go at it. I now know that I don't have limited lives on this point, so I can just sit here and do nothing. I'm going to go make a drink. I hope I don't die in the meantime. Right, maybe I do have to actually do something. I love how one laser gets all of them in a row if there's multiple coming at you. That's the most satisfying thing I've ever experienced. Okay, well, the lag's improving, but I think it's just because there's less cheese puffs on the screen at once. I'm gonna sit through the greatest twist in gaming history. There he is, with his poorly inked in legs because the meme cut off at his knees. Kind of looks like he's wearing high-heeled boots a bit. I've always thought that. I'm sure that used to only say the communist. I don't know why I felt the need to also add the cheese puff enthusiast. I can't believe it. I completely forgot even Phil Swift was in this, but of course he is. That makes perfect sense. Okay, just shooting and moving to the left. Come on. Oh, I'm dying bad. Oh dear, that's not good. Okay, can I just camp out here? Maybe. Oh, that's gonna get me. Oh, that got me. Okay, I don't know if this is a viable strategy, but either way, I'm stuck here for a while now because I'm still shooting lasers. I'm still lagging from holding down the button for too long. So I guess I'm just going to have to camp out here and hope that I can survive for long. Oh, I'm done for, aren't I? Oh, that's not good. That's going to hurt. I might have to play this with me. Can I stop my face cam? Will it lag a bit less? A little bit. Enough to survive?
Okay, as you can see, I'm attempting... I'm not recording and doing it, and it is still lagging somehow. This computer is more powerful than the one that I made this on. How are you struggling so much? Okay, okay, that one just stayed alive. That one's cheating. Come on, come on, come on! Dodge and weave, dodge and weave. Oh, I'm still running out of health. Ah, barnacles. Okay, 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 okay. Come on. Come on. Don't do this to me, Phil. I dare say, Phil, you make me angry, Phil. Oh, how long does this go on for? This is... Why is this actually, like, kind of stressful? Ah, I should have moved then. Come on. Come on. Come on. Why I did that. It's unnecessary danger. Yes! Okay, let's carry on recording.
Yes! Dettol. 4-in-1 multi-action cleaner. Not a running joke or anything. The running jokes are so random and bizarre that Dettol 4-in-1 multi-action cleaner could genuinely foreseeably be a running joke somehow, but it isn't. I like how the picture of me isn't even cropped. It's just got the black bars down the side. I do have the unedited version of that photo, but call me Jeff the Killer because I've never released it, apart from half of it in my channel artwork. I'm not deliberately sitting on it, I just think it's kind of funny that it's kind of elusive. I'll release it at some point. Not even really embarrassing, I just look really deadpan in it. Okay, Phil is absolutely massive. Okay, thanks for that, Phil. Oh, I'm gonna hijack Mr. Martini's flying carpet. Yes, okay. Am I shooting or am I just dodging? I think I might just be dodging. I can't, unless I can shoot with W again, or D. Probably just gonna break it if I keep pressing these buttons, because somewhere I've not put in a thing to stop accepting input from such and such a key at such and such a point with a broadcast, as I believe they're called. Soy was a joke name for me at one point, because apparently it sounded a bit like the Spanish phrase for, like, I go shopping, apparently sounded a bit like either my actual name or my Aubrey Holmes name, and it doesn't, so I'm not sure what that was about, but not to worry. We had a Ferris Bueller cameo for a second there, and now we're in the countryside. Or like XQC or something. That was the worst insight imaginable. Okay, I'm back to the mouse again. Thank you for at least telling me. It's another one of these where you can just kind of go in circles. Make me feel a bit dizzy. I'm staring him right in the eyes. There we go. Felt like something out of, you know, the Local 58 video with there are no faces. Okay, end of part 2. We've got a tease for the next part. It can't be. Who? Fortunately, part 3 is available now. They're so short when you actually play them in one go. In my head, they're hours long because I spent so much time on these stupid things in summer. I think we've reached the point now where this is just me. That footage of me working on it in the middle of the night is from, I think, June. And I think by now we've reached kind of July, late July, maybe August. By the end, it was late July, or possibly even kind of mid-August. Phil Collins in a wig. That's... Phil... It's Phil Collins. This joke is so... There's no joke now. It's Phil Collins in a wig for no reason. Because I misremembered Martha Carney as being called Martha Collins. That was the joke. And then I subsequently realised, no, she's called Martha Carney. So this joke doesn't work. But I just left in Phil Collins in a wig. This was just an excuse to use sound bites from Dead Ringers that I thought were funny. Which, is, if you're a normal person, is a radio show where impressionists make fun of politicians and people in the public eye. I feel like Shaggy was already involved in this in some way, so which is why I then thought to use that soundbite. It might have been the other way around, I don't know, but he is in this a bit more. Okay, oh yeah, Windows 98, of course, I know what that's in reference to. That's pretty. I was pretty pleased with that. You'll see in a minute. Okay, right. This wasn't me. This bit definitely wasn't me. Is this? I'm very uncultured in the world of gaming. Is this Sonic music being recorded off a TV with a phone microphone? Can I just sit here? I was never completely sure if the word Rocketron was supposed to be a JonTron reference. Ah, oh, Clanland, of course. Oh. I forgot about the flying Yeezys. Oh, the tall... Oh, this is the cladding house, somewhere on the screen now. It's a SketchUp model, which Will, the other person who was involved in these games, made in year 8, and it was just a running joke for a while. And he was going to build a skyscraper, so he just extruded the floor and then ran out of time, so there was just forever a skyscraper made entirely out of grass. So that's fun. I don't know why the sun is so angry in these games. The Yeezys have little green spots on them, and I think that was I think that was for if touching colour is green, then do something, which I think was because if it was touching, if I set it to deduct points off me, if touching sprite, it would just keep going. So, okay, epic joke. He's now turned into Shaggy. This is the same character as the Guess I'll Die guy. There's the bed sticking through the wall. The bed was a stock asset that was too big for the house and protruded through the wall and was at a weird angle because there it is. There's the cladding house. You can see the bed frame. Oh, this is definitely we're in the era now of July or August of me sitting on that little sofa with an omelette. I remember very clearly doing this, sitting there. Howard the alien, who is just still on a green screen background, which wasn't even a joke. It was just like there's no. As far as I'm aware, there's no magic wand tool in the Scratch sprite editing tools. And even if there was, I have to do it for every single costume. That's the term. Does this still have Party Rock Anthem playing under it? No, it doesn't. I removed it so I wouldn't get sued. Okay. Well, am I here a melon ball? I'm stuck on the top layer. That is another Food Fight reference. There's the bed again. Oh, there's a massive hole in the floor as well. I forgot about that. And this, I think, was supposed to be a pool with like water. You know those things that spray water at you that you get in water parks. I don't know why Howard's super strength alien protein juice power is in like to 2 significant figures. Is that what that means? I can't remember maths. God, we've not even made it to Joe Swanson yet. That's one thing I do remember. Oh, yes! I was quite pleased with this. You get a nice little hover over animation on this button and a nice little sound effect that was actually just me crinkling some paper next to the laptop microphone. Oh, I forgot there was a... This is where I was first into, like, internet horror stuff. So there's just, like, a deep web. How the hell did I write this on a wall? Okay, we're back here again. Press any key to start. This is what I was talking about before. I forgot there was Windows. Oh no, is this Windows? This is Windows XP. Oh, I see. Okay, it's just a mess. Why is Phil Collins here? What's happened? Did I press the wrong button? Oops. Are we going to be stuck in a loop forever? This is a known bug. I do remember coming across this and thinking, oh well, never mind. I'm hoping that I can carry on as intended and the background will fix itself. Okay, we got an error with Windows XP UI. I'm sure me from 2018 knew better than this, but it probably just didn't even matter. Right, okay, I like that. I was quite pleased with these interactive computer bits. Right, what are we searching? Mart. Fortunately, this text box stays open, so you can Mart. What if I do it wrong? Okay, we just get an error. That's very 2018. Let's do this properly. Mart. 378. This isn't how Onion addresses work either. I've just remembered. They're just a bunch of letters and numbers. They don't have actual words in them. Mark 3785 underscore teeny dot onion. Okay. Don't click on anything until it's loaded because that'd break something probably, and I couldn't find a way to fix it. Oh, this is inspired by www.info. In fact, that's where all the pictures are from. Okay, move the mouse around so you can find any links. So we've got to wait until the mouse turns into a pointy finger. I don't know, what is that? Is it just not working properly? I think that might be it. Oh, use with carefully, do not drew. That's exactly the kind of thing that you get on Oh, you did. It's shut down this year, which is a shame. I could have sworn it was one of those. Am I not clicking enough? Because you've got to click once to make the fake mouse pointer disappear, and then okay, there we go. Okay, oh that's a classic. I don't know if that was real or if it was just a mock-up, but it's something. It's like a classic image people always used to use in like deep web horror story videos. That is a reference to that TED guy who had a website of just kind of nonsensical ramblings. That's what that was a reference to. I do have a deer stalker. Am I safe to go and get it? Wow, that's... Right, okay. Listerine. Don't worry about that. There's a mop in here. There's a tin of Spam. Don't worry about it. Why is Captain Birdseye having a smoke inside a schoolroom? Oh yeah, I can remember where this is going. Adjacent note. Yep, that's another reference. I've got a mouse in front of the screen again, sorry. weren't paid enough to do this game. I was quite pleased with that little animation. Oh, I remember this as well. It's all coming back to me. We've got a torch, and you can see the door, and then the little keypad. Okay, 592120. 592120. A key? No? This bit is a pain, I remember. 592170? No? 5921... How's it not 592120? Did I type it wrong? No? Is that supposed to be a 6? I think I just moved the O a little bit. Am I going insane? Just 10? 59210? I might have to try it. I might have to look at the back end and try and figure it out. How did I even do this? I assume it's like when you click on... They're all separate sprites, and then when you click on one it increases a variable or something? It must do. So, let me see. Can I figure... Can I figure this out? Change numbers by 1. Set numbers to 0. Okay. So I need to find out where it's... When numbers equals something, then play sound something else. Is it part of the torchlight sprite code? Okay, numbers needs to be 6. So does that mean I could just press 6 once and have it let me in? No. Keypad equals 17 and numbers equals 6. Okay, the fact that there's two variables there must have been a kind of anti-cheat against that. So if I... What is the number? 592120, it has to be, doesn't it? If I go to the code of the unlock button and just remove that for a second and then just press 6, it should just let us in. It didn't just let us in. Okay. How did that not let us in? That should mean numbers equal 6. Okay, alright. Okay, I can't even hack my own game properly. Show me the variable numbers as 0. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for all intents and purposes, that should work. But it doesn't. Okay, alright. I keep thinking, oh, I'll just look it up to help myself out. I should know! This does work. This definitely works. I'm just getting the number wrong. 572120? Yes! Yes, we're in! Okay, it was a 7, not the scribbles were confusing me. Okay, there's a bin wagon in the gym, and the gym is a garage. Whatever. Okay, let's try. Oh, yeah! What happens if we get this wrong? Craig. Okay. Good thinking, but that didn't work. Right. I don't know what kind of bin truck requires a typed password to get into it, but whatever, here we are. Let's just break the window. Okay, yep, there's time travel in this. Of course there is. Of course there is. It's March 25th, 2018, apparently. I must have edited that because it looks janky as heck. Why is it March? Martini used this to go back in time, but then he got blown up by the Thanos glove, so he hasn't come back. He hasn't been defeated yet. Why do I turn everything I touch into a time travel comedy? And then why did he come back? I guess it means we defeat him in the end. We could have started a separate timeline or anything by now. Okay, alright, yes. We're, the DeLorean. Oh, okay, we're getting pursued by the fuzz. Yeah, that's a Dumb and Dumber joke. The arrow keys to get close in front. Am I attacking the police now? Okay. They're armed. Why are they armed?
Only pull a gun on the cops if they pull a gun on me. That's my line.
Why are we speeding? We could just not. Okay. No, I've summoned Phil Collins again. How did this not happen before? Okay, all right. I'm now attacking the police with fire while they shoot at me in Britain for slightly speeding in a bin wagon when I could have just not been. I don't know why why did I just not speed? Can I like time their attacks here? Is it one and then another and then the other, or is it just kind of random? Oh, I reverse so slowly. Ah, I've been hit again. Hello, Shaggy. The Rozzers have so much health. Every time I hit space, I restart Phil Collins. Okay. Those shots are too close together. I mean, I do seem to be. I'm not losing health at too rapid a rate, but I have got to get them down from 600. finger's getting tired from holding down this back button. Oh, hang on a minute. If I hit their lasers, they lose health, because it's part of the same texture. That's a cheat that I can maybe try and use. Okay, alright, this isn't working. I'm getting them down, though. Just driving over Phil Collins' wigged face. Jennifer Aniston looking ass. I've not got the sound on. You have to listen to Jan Ravens every single time I hit space and Phil Collins reintroduces himself. Yes! Okay, I've got him. Okay, the police have exploded. Go away, Phil! Okay, alright, we're back. Ignore Phil Collins. It's the big confrontation between us and... Okay, diabolical acting, there it is. This is where I was trying to, like, make some kind of actual, like, plot out of this. He just wants the fame and the glory and for nobody to tell me to shut up and bugger off ever again. You failed. No, I haven't. Prove it. Shut up and bugger off. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm hoping. Alright, there we go. Phil Collins is gone. As long as I don't have to press space for anything, we'll be fine. He's turning back into Guess I'll Die. Where the crowd's gathered for the fight of the century on the field. Not the best choice of words. Was that an innuendo? Okay, alright. We've got one more part apparently. Whew. Okay, things are heating up. What's gonna happen? I know a bit of what happens, but I couldn't tell you everything that happens. Final chapter in this epic. There was supposed to be an inventory system at one point. I remember Will showing me in an IT lesson once that he got a UI for an inventory. And one of the stock scratch backgrounds is a train line. So I don't know what the plan was there, but that part never came to fruition. Okay, I'm going to poison Asprey. Okay, Asprey Mere is a body of water in the north of England. Some amazing trivia. Yeah, here we go. Here's Joe Swanson. Every game I become a pop culture character today. Joe from Family Guy. The sun is now dead, apparently. Okay, so Mr. Martini is going to poison this lake. Wait, isn't this dangerous? No, we'll be fine. Who would possibly want to harm a boat? Phil Swift here of Reflecting. I saw this boat in here. I've not got the audio on, but I know what this is. Scratch has that arbitrary project size limit, but only lets you upload audio as WAV, which is just really stupid because WAVs are so massive because they're uncompressed. Okay, there's a SpongeBob joke. There's some hairline de-receder, which is a deep cut Mr. Martini reference. So the Dettol is now going to clean up the ocean, this Finding Nemo looking ocean, and also remove those other things somehow. I can take this hat off, I suppose. Oh, it almost landed in the casserole. Okay, vote yeah. This is what red mark. Anyway, this is what I meant when I said the UKIP jokes were deliberate. We weren't throwing shade at any political party apart from UKIP. Okay, Bad Grammar Land. This arc. Joe here lives in Bad Grammar Land, and we're now in his house. Quick sneeze. This is just in service of another Bovis Holmes joke. Okay, here we are, Windows XP. I'm pretty sure computer gives you an error. If you try and use Chrome at this point, it gives you an error. Because you're supposed to use... okay, no, yeah. Yeah, no, we've got to use I can't look, I think I'm going to be sick, open Internet Explorer. I was getting it the wrong way around. I thought it was like you click on Internet Explorer and it's like, are you insane?
Are you insane?
I think it is that. But I thought it was that and then you use Chrome, but no, it's you try and use Chrome and it doesn't work. So then you have to use Internet Explorer. It's only one thing we can use this to search. Oh. 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 Now I can't think of any others enough jokes. Okay, here we are. I appreciate the use of the pre-2015 Google logo. Every time I go into a game in any context, my first thought is to try and break it. I'll try Craig again. No, okay, right, fair enough. I did put in variables though for flex seal with any variant of capitalization, so I could put even that and it would work. Apparently they don't deliver to Bad Grammar Land, even though their headquarters, as we'll see in a minute, is in Bad Grammar Land. This was his idea again because I as I said before, my punctuation and grammar was always on point. This is a large crisp. I originally put "this is a large crisis" on top of "this building" as a Blackadder Goes Forth reference, and he just changed it to crisp. Free drinks. The time card stays up for about an eternity. Just give us some fucking lemonade. It's sour, sir. I still don't have a Scooby what you're saying. I don't know why he waits like many hours to intervene. I want some lemonade now, though. Okay, I've got a few more seconds of animation so I can get some lemonade. Did I make it? Yes. Art rights, without an apostrophe on purpose. Me asking the real questions. Craig. Nope. Let me in, you delinquents. Spelled that right, I'm not even sure. Ironic, given I was just talking about the fact bad Grammarland is entirely a joke based on my obsessive correct grammar in life in general, but you know, oi. This is a recording of me whistling the French national anthem, obviously. This was entirely so I could use the seemingly pointless... Where is it? I'd always see it and think, what is the point of this block? So I thought, I'm going to find a way to use it somehow. There it is. Days since 2000. What is the purpose of this option in Scratch? When would you ever need that? So I thought, alright, I'm gonna go out of my way to set up a situation where I can use that. Here come more UKIP jokes. Yeah, the villains putting up UKIP posters was very much a conscious choice. A brick? That's the wall of Martini's minions. Going through the side door, they stupidly left open, just wide eyes. Just in time to escape the bricks. Flex man. Robert 2 Electric Boogaloo. I like how sometimes he just says stuff in binary and robotic words, and then other times he just says human sentences like, I've got a trick up my sleeve. This was a situation where I knew where I was going with the plot, and then Will did some, and brought us here. So, and I was thinking, how am I going to deal with this? So, as you'll see in a second, once we've defeated Robert, very slowly and kind of unceremoniously, bang, it's gone, Barry Scott. Yeah, anyway, how did we get back here? Robert must have teleported us here because physics. And then we simply... I don't know why this is drawing a bit of orange behind me. I'm not sure what that's about. Anyway, we shoot the wall, and we're just back again where I left off. That PNG of Phil Swift. So versatile. We come with the UKIP posters. Oh, there's a surviving This Is a Large Crisis. Okay, the Wheel of Flex Seal. That picture of Pat, that was from another one of the pictures on one of those adverts, and I had that as an Apple Watch face at one point.
As one of a handful of other random funny pictures and memes, so that it wasn't just this.
And at one point I checked the time during a history lesson about the horrors of World War II, and I was greeted with this, which is, when you notice what time it is as well, is doubly insensitive by mistake.
It just so happened that this one was the one that was randomly selected when I looked at my watch at that particular time.
Anyway, we've won some Flex Seal liquid. Very helpful in this situation. See, that fits so much better as a, well, you didn't really win much, but at least you had fun kind of face. I don't know why this dialogue exchange is as if we've like gone through a lot with him, but we just span a wheel and won some free... I forgot he's turned the school into an illegal gin distillery. I forgot about that. Oh. The final straw, yep. Classic. Shut up, Crispy. You think you can stop me? Wait here, Crispy. I'll game end him myself. Did you just... Yes. I quoted a Fortnite meme. For goodness sake, put that straw away. Yeah, I've read all of Wikipedia. I'm the Super Smartini. See, this is great dialogue. Okay, arrow keys. We've got to dodge Martini and Robert and also Wheat Bisques. And also Michael Gove is here for some reason. And what was I going to say before? I feel like so much has happened in the last few minutes. The last minute. I've got on my shoulder some Bovril. That's it. I didn't realise Bovril went back that far. I thought that was something that I really tried to make that a kind of a thing in the early days of these channels. It's like an expression of exasperation, just because it's just a very random word, and it's like beef extract or something. It's just a bizarre concept. It didn't really catch on. What's on my other shoulder? Is it soy sauce? The Sprite is called soy sauce, but I don't know if that's what it also is. This is another one where you just kind of go in circles and everyone just kind of mingles into the middle while Joe just kind of blinks at us in the corner. Does he say anything if I go? No, he doesn't. There's something being turned into an illegal gin distillery is something that it's a concept that I'd always found amusing for a long time. I can't think of any examples, but it's definitely like it's the go-to if I were to joke about like, oh, if we leave them in charge, they'll turn the place into an illegal gin distillery. And I don't know, it must be a slightly altered. I must have just seen something where a place was left unattended and a villain took hold and turned the place into something vaguely similar to an illegal gin distillery. I don't know. Plensud Energy, that's another inside running joke reference to Aldi own brand, or maybe it might have been Lidl own brand, Capri Sun, which is apparently French for directly south. And I saw the words, the word Plensud in the small print of a car advert a few months ago, and it was like, what? So guys, we did it. Did I add these? That's a very 2019. I know that Pyrocynical meme was from like 2018, but I only really knew about it in 2019. And so I don't know. Same with the bottle. Did they add those in later? I don't know. And there you go. That's it. It just kind of ends like that. It's 3 o'clock. Let's go home. Well, that was fun. What's on my shoulder? I'm just called soy sauce for the whole thing. It's just one of the costumes. What is it? I'm sure it's going to be absolutely hilarious. Oh, it's a bottle of Plensud juice. Okay, fair enough. I don't know why it's in a big carton instead of a little pouch. Maybe I just couldn't find any pictures. So there we are. I'm sure you will all be in agreement, all three of you, that was truly Game of the Year 2018/19. And yeah, second channel don't care. Goodbye.